You're
Would
wrong.
you rule out further income support, though, for his vote?
We stand by this package, which stands by itself as a good thing to do, to ensure that every Australian gets a tax cut, not just some, and that overwhelmingly the benefit goes to Middle Australia.
So you're not ruling it out?
Every budget we give consideration. What we're not going to be doing here is trading. We have now, as a result of the declarations of the Deputy Leader of the Liberal Party, two positions. The Senate and other members will get to vote on it. One is a tax package that assists every Australian, where the benefits to middle Australians, people on average incomes, double, where the benefits for the average working family with two people working earning $130,000, $2,600 compared with under half that, and we will argue that case. We'll continue to do, as we do, measures to assist people who are vulnerable Australians. The changes that I have announced on the Medicare levy, for example, will assist 1.2 million Australians who are on low incomes, and that is a significant commitment. In addition to that comes on top of the previous support which we had given, the increases in JobSeeker, the increases for single parents, the increases that we've made on cheaper medicines that have cost $250 million, overwhelmingly the benefit of that to low-income Australians. But what we have targeted here is Middle Australia. Middle Australia who are doing it tough, those middle-class working families who have done it tough because of rising inflation and the cost of living. This program is aimed directly and squarely at them.
Given the changes to tax cuts and bringing caucus back early, is this the start of your election campaign?
This is a response to Australians being under financial pressure. We know that the ongoing impact of the pandemic was supply chain issues. We know that inflation started to rise before the election. The March quarter of 2022 saw the highest quarterly increase in inflation, 2.1%. We saw the first interest rate increase before the election. But what we've seen since then is the persistence of inflation. We want the fight against inflation to be front and centre, because and that's why inflation has had a disproportionate impact on regional Australia. And that's why this program, that's why the government has changed our decision. We're declaring why we have done that. It is for the right reasons, because of the persistence of inflation. So we've examined ways already. We've done cheaper childcare, cheaper medicines, fee-free TAFE, the energy price relief plan. All of these measures we put in place to ensure that people got assistance with cost of living. But in particular, how do you give assistance on cost of living to middle-class working families? The best way to do it is through the tax system. We had a anticipated cost to revenue. We've kept that cost at around about the same amount to ensure that we can provide this cost of living support to middle class working families without putting pressure on inflation.